What's good, everybody? It is Stopde here, and it is time for a new mode in FIFA Mobile. So the Prestige mode has dropped. It's probably one of the best all-around modes in FIFA Mobile this season. So we're gonna break down for you. We're gonna tell you everything about it. We're gonna tell you our favorite parts of it, what makes it so amazing. We're gonna tell you the parts that we're not such a huge fan of, hope that we can kind of improve on and build on, and the parts we're like, uh-oh, this really needs to change in this one. We're also gonna open up some of the rewards that we have in here as well. So we're gonna go through this, open up the different rewards that we have built along the way. We're on tier 3 right now, or the 3rd prestige or whatever, so we'll open the rewards up to there, break down everything you need to know about this, because it's gonna be a good day. It's halftime of the Germany match. It's 1-0 for Germany. I actually have no idea because I recorded this video before, but we're hoping it's at least 1-0 for Germany in this one, and if it is, we're great at predicting. Switzerland won yesterday. We're hoping for some big things. We're hoping for some big things. So there you go. Let's get into it. Let's break this down. So NT posted on Reddit about some information about the Prestige system. So we're going to go through this just so you have a very clear idea of what's going to go on in this. And we'll just kind of show you this right now. The Prestige system, there are 10 different divisions which you can base on caps. So basically when you win a match, you gain your caps. When you lose a match, you lose caps. All matchmaking is done relative to your caps and doesn't care about your overall, just your cap. So the cap system, just like fans, maybe a little bit easier than fans to level up from 1. But once you get above Division 5, it becomes a zero-sum mark. So everything you win, you lose. So the first one is great. You lose like 4, you win 15, and then it gets worse and worse from there on for how you win it. So you don't get a reward of gold plus players anymore. The feature matches are also repeatable, and they should award regular gold chances. Every division has an individual matchmaking node that you can click on and find a match, and so on. So basically, these are the main things of it. So we're going to go into the game. We're going to actually break it down, show you everything in the game and how this sort of looks there. In the game, we can see here we have all the different nodes. You can go all the way along, and there's some beastly rewards, including Roberto Carlos, 97 overall, 137 sprint, 120 acceleration, 136 tackling, marking, free kick, 120, obviously 120 free kick. Would have been cool if you had a boost on that too, make it like 140 free kick or something like that. I'm assuming he's going to have the Roberto Carlos kick as well, since his regular icon has that. 15 million coins as well for there, so some very, very nice rewards. These new cards that you have, these prestige cards, I'm guessing they would call the prestige cards, prestige player cards, yeah. So standout players for their nation during the World Cup. So there you go. You got Godin here as 122 defending, wicked stats on defense there. An ultimate team of the season, a random ultimate team of the season player you can get. Now the big thing about this is what you have to do is you have to level up as you go along the way. So you can see here we've gone up to the 3rd level. Each time you win, you get 15 cap points, and as you lose, it starts to go down until eventually it becomes win 15, lose 15, and you go up. And it bases on overall. So right now, if we were to play a match, we'd probably be going against like 93, 94 overall. I think lowest I played is 90, highest is 95 right now as we're in Prestige 3. But obviously, it's going to get a little better. It's like the higher players move up and everything like that. So it's a little tough right now at the lower matches. But the nice thing about it, every time you win a match, even in the lower Prestige divisions, you get points to unlock the things above here. You can also watch an ad, which gives you your current level of Prestige as well. So here you can see we've unlocked the 2,000 coins because we've played our first Prestige. So basically, from playing through the levels, you can pretty much get the first 2 prestiges unlocked, I found, if you play through it, just from how many it would take you to kind of level up. Because it basically takes 5 to level up unless you go ahead and you get, lucky and you, or not lucky, well, maybe lucky on the draw to a player. You're really good and you just never lose. It's going to take you 5, otherwise you may end up going and taking like 6 or 7, and that gets you usually the first 2 ones, at least in the earlier on ones. So 2 elites, Gamero and Brooks out of that one. Now, the one thing that I'm a little, I love the rewards. I think the rewards in this is like top tier. So the good of this one, the rewards. The other good of this one, there's no paywall. So you can use FIFA points, but all FIFA points do in this one is just make it faster. And to me, that should be the point of the FIFA points, is it doesn't make it so you can get something that everybody else can't get. It makes it so you can get it maybe a little bit faster. So if we go all the way to the end, you can go with FIFA points, you can buy 10 of them, and that gets you 100 less matches at the end. But you still need to get 250 matches plus 100 matches, 350 matches. So you still need to get, yeah, almost 500 matches that you need to win in there. So it downs it to 450, but you still have to win a lot for that Roberto Carlos card. So it's going to be a ton of matches, a ton of grinding if you want to get there, but it's grindable. It's completely grindable on there if you want to do it once you get into that FIFA champion or that 10th prestige level that you have. So that's kind of the cool part, is it's not restricted from paying. It's not like the one in like the where you level up to the final World Cup thing, you pay 10,000 for the player. You can pay it if you want to make it faster, but that's where it is. And I think that that's a great way to do it. It kind of makes it quicker for you. It makes it easier for you if you do put in the FIFA points, but there's a limit on it, and it doesn't, you can't just like, you know, you still have to play the game to do it. It just makes it a bit easier on there. And then on the other side, you can still just grind your way through everything. So you can kind of pick and choose which ones you want to do. If I'm on tier 3 and I want tier 2 rewards or prestige 2 rewards, I can go back and play prestige 2. So that's really cool too. You can pick which ones you want to go to, grind towards the different matches you want. If I really want to get myself 500 skill boosts, I can just keep playing the prestige 2 instead of playing the prestige 3 while I'm trying to level up. There's no difference between it. You still play the same matches, the same tiers, everything like that. And then as you go along, some very nice players. So if I really want to get Mario Fernandez, I can just keep playing tier 4 even as I level up. And by the time I get to tier 10, I probably will have played enough matches to get that card there. So lots of cool rewards, lots of cool cards that they have in here. I love the card art. You can get a player of the month, get Sigurdsson. So I really like, I hope this system does come and moves more towards the verse stack. I love the idea of this. I think it's really cool. Honestly, I don't even play the real mode anymore. But at the start of World Cup, I wasn't even really going to play FIFA Mobile anymore. You saw at the start, I was like, I don't know how much more FIFA Mobile I can play. And the changes they've made during FIFA Mobile, during the World Cup promo, the way they've been listening to our feedback, honestly, has been like motivating for me to play this game again. So huge shout out to the team for that. The things I'm not so fond of and I hope will change is the fact that there's now no way for us to level up our World Cup team. You used to be able to do 10 matches a day. You'd be able to move along the World Cup stage or the World Cup, you know, move up the levels of the World Cup. But now we have no way to do that. So I'm hoping there becomes some way for us as we prestige, either maybe to go a route of prestige and get stuff for the regular game, or get stuff for the verse attack or for World Cup verse attack. Because now, like I used to get gold plus players. I got Ter Stegen out of one of those gold plus player ones, which was like awesome. I could use it for my team. I could actually, like, you know, build that up. Now there's no way. This is completely for the regular game, which is awesome because it gives us stuff for the regular game. But I also really want stuff for the World Cup game as well. So I'm hoping that they will do something with that, add in some way for us to get World Cup tokens, something like that, out of the prestige mode. Because the other thing, and this is the thing, you know, I said there's the things that are good and there's the things that, like, I hope will change and I feel like are things we can build on, is going to be that the featured matches, they still follow the same system. So featured matches, don't play featured matches if you have a low overall team. Here we go. Elite card there, not a huge elite pull. But so if we go into the verse stack, I haven't actually done this yet. But I've heard Jamerit said this on Twitter. If you go in and play this match, it uses the caps that you have. So, like, I would go in and I would play with my Belgium team that was 72 overall if it was in my starting team, and I would get smoked because I would play against people who were 92, 93 because it's based on the caps. And on top of that, you apparently lose the caps. So I haven't seen this. Don't quote me on that. You can tell me in the comments below if that's true, but that seems to be what the case is now. So I'm hoping that's something that will change, because that really, like, there's no point in playing featured matches right now. Like, it doesn't make sense played unless you're playing with your main squad, because you're playing against the regular people and you're losing prestige match like points and stuff like that, which is hard to get at the start, especially when you're on that zero-sum up and down system. So there you go. Anyways, that's what we got going on with those ones. Tier 3, 4,000 coins on this one. So not much on the first level, but on the second level we do get 3 Elite Plus players. So we'll hope to get ourselves a Master. Not a good start. 81 overall, and highest Lloris, not bad. So 86 overall Lloris. So I love the rewards for it. I think that it's a really cool system. I love that they're taking our feedback on this one, building it out on there. I just hope that we add in some things with World Cup, because honestly, one of my favorite promos they've put, or Prestige, one of the favorite things they've put in World Cup, and World Cup is my favorite promo that they've put in the whole thing in general. Like, I love it. The only thing that would make World Cup even cooler is if you could, like, trade your World Cup players. Like, I don't even mind there's no auction house. If I could trade the players, it would make it, like, perfect. It would be, like, the perfect mode. But I realize there's probably some issues alongside doing that. But anyways, this is kind of my thoughts on this one. I love I love that they are listening to our feedback. I love that they are making changes on our feedback. I love that they are communicating about this. You saw a huge Reddit on our article on Reddit about everything they've changed, why they changed it, those kind of things. Tom has been tweeting on Twitter about everything, like the feedback from the team, the feedback and all these things. They've been listening to feedback. We've been giving them feedback. We've given them lots of feedback, and they are taking that into consideration. They're listening to it, and I'm hoping they're going to keep listening to this too, because there's some things that do probably need to be improved on this from an amazing mode. An amazing mode to make it even better. I'm going to put that out. I do love the mode, but we can make it even better if we add in that ability to have something to do with World Cup. And I'm sure you agree with me. If you don't agree with me, put Stopde, you're stupid. That doesn't make any sense. We don't want anything to do with World Cup, but I'm sure a lot of you do. We need those World Cup tokens. We need ways to get World Cup players, because this was kind of the main way. Once you've done your campaign and you get stuck in campaign, this is the only place where you could actually build up your team from there. So without that ability to build it up in Verse Attack and Prestige, we're kind of stuck. And you get stuck on that point. So it'd be really nice to have some other way to build up Verse Attack. Like now that I'm stuck in campaign, Verse Attack was the way I was building up everything, and now I can't do that anymore on the World Cup side. So I love the rewards, but I would hope that there's something to get World Cup, something World Cup way into this mode as well. Love that you can get that Prime icon for anybody. Anybody can get it. You don't have to pay for it, but it does help you get there faster. I love that structure of get there faster, but not stop people from getting it with a paywall. The no paywall thing is probably my favorite part about this promo. Anybody can grind to it if they really want to grind to it. So that is cool. That is really awesome. You have 40 days to do it. So yeah, it may feel like you're not getting a lot of wins right now, but by the end, you'll probably get a lot of wins. So that is another awesome thing about it. The featured matches, though, I really hope that kind of can somehow be separated. I don't know if it can be separated because I'm assuming they put it together for some reason on matchmaking, something like that, because it was separated at the start, but then it was so hard to find matches. So I'm guessing it has to do with something about, you know, that separation. It doesn't have enough people playing those matches, whatever it happens to be. But I'm hoping that something can figure out on there, because it's way too tough to be playing your featured matches unless it's like a 95 overall team. So again, makes it tough to level up your World Cup team. So those are the big things. Amazing mode makes it tough to level up on the World Cup side. So those are the biggest positive. The mode is amazing, awesome for the real team. The biggest downside, it's hindering our ability to build up the World Cup side. So I love it. A huge shout out to the team for this mode. I definitely want to put that out, that I do enjoy this, but I would really like to see some big things coming out on the, like, helping us out on the World Cup side as well on top of it. Even if it's more, like, even if we get replaced, like, the Verse Attack gets replaced by, like, coin packs that allow us to open up World Cup tokens or skill boosts or all the things that we normally get from the Verse Attack. Maybe we replace that with coin packs. That could be a good thing there. But anyways, I've been rambling for a while, so I'm going to sign off on this one. Thank you for checking this out and stopping by. It's been a pleasure as always. Stopde.